We'll start looking at forward bends. Forward bends is not what we classically say in Iyengar yoga. We say forward extensions because the spine truly must extend forward. We don't really bend the spine or shrink the spine in any manner. For that, let's first understand where to bend from. It is common knowledge that we don't stoop while bending forward. Usually if we go to an orthopedic doctor, the first thing he would say to a person with a poor spinal posture or spinal condition is that don't bend forward, because the tendency to bend forward largely includes stooping the spine, which creates a greater postural, structural, anatomical defect, and therefore we largely avoid that. Then, where to bend from and how to bend? What is the origin of extending forward? We shall see that today. I will show this to you in both Uttanasana as well as Paschimottanasana, starting with Paschimottanasana. For this, I am using a rope wall and I am using a blanket to support me for height. As I sit against the rope wall, I keep my leg hip width apart, which we've already discussed before. The outer ankles, outer knees and outer hips are equally wide or are in one line with the knee facing the ceiling. In this position, as you can see, my foot is a closed chain, as in my foot is against a wall, it is sealed there, my foot doesn't have room to sway around, so it is fixed. Then, I'm holding a rope and first teaching my femur to get fixed into the socket as I slide. Again, I will show you the action. As I move closer, my legs are bent. I'm not really stretching the leg out by elongating the foot away. What I'm trying to do first is trying to fix the foot and really try and take the femur or the thigh bone into the socket. When the thigh bone nicely wedges into the socket, as you can see, there is a preparedness for the buttock to roll up and the spine to extend forward. So, the first step is the integration of the femur and learning to sit on the crease of the buttock, never dropping the buttock down. If the buttock drops down or the weight of the buttock pulls us down, then we will be extending through a convex thorax, which really shrinks and ultimately creates a lot of posture-borne issues in our spine. So again, we go closer to the wall. On a closed loop, our foot is sealed. The movement or the origin of the movement happens where I hold the rope and allow a sliding action where I'm deliberately inviting my femur to get well fixed into the socket. At this point, if you can see, my buttock or the gluteus muscle is activated. It's not slopping. It's not flopping down. It's activated. Keeping the gluteus muscle activated, I'm hinging my hip, lifting my sacrum to extend from the sacrum forward. So it is the length of the spine which moves towards a forward extension. I never really buckle and close my thorax, shrinking the spine. The same I'd like to show you in Uttanasana. For this, I'd like you to stand tilted against a wall with the leg around 1.5 feet away from the wall. Here, if you see, in a standing position, it is my waistline and the top of my pelvis that is pasted against the wall. If I do it the wrong way and I shrink my spine down, you can see that there is a particular closure that happens when the upper chest really collides against the lower back. This creates a significant shortening in length of the spine, so we never curve our spine while bending forward. It is a strict no-no. The way to do it is really try to bend the leg and glide the femur into the socket. Remember, I am not banging my knee straight, rather I am really trying to grow the femur into the socket. When I grow the femur into the socket, keeping this in, as I attempt to lengthen forward, you will see that the pelvis, which was contacting at the upper pelvis waistline region, rolls forward. The more I extend forward, the buttock rolls forward, the buttock rolls forward, the buttock rolls forward. So as the buttock gets released more and more, It is the crease of the buttock that ends up touching the wall, releasing the entire buttock over, sacrum forward, the spine lengthening forward, and now from here if I push myself, it is through the rolling of the buttock, fixing the femur, rolling the buttock that allows me to endlessly lengthen the spine into a forward bending action. So the way I come to Uttanasana itself is thigh down, hamstring lengthening downward, crease of the buttock wide, rolling the buttock over the foot to extend into an infinitely long Uttanasana with the spine lengthened and never shrunk. I hope you can see the difference.